Hello students, welcome to another episode with your favorite Project Lead the Way teacher, Mr. Spaeth. Today, we're going to start assembling our train parts into one big train in an assembly file. So we're going to go to New, Mesmer, Assembly File. And remember from before, we're going to place from the Content Center. Actually, no, wrong one. I've seen this before. Sometimes it'll say place from Content Center. You just want place. And now notice how it changes up here in my ribbon. So the first one we want to place is just going to be our train body because everything connects to it. Place our train body. Now notice you can zoom in and out like this. I don't know why it gives us a train in this manner, but just click on this little button right here and we get it in the manner that we want. If you are not in the right orientation, just go back into your part file. Here I would just do that. Go to Open, Train Body, and let's say this is not my home view, but let's say maybe this is my home view. So I would just need to find a way, pick my front, again, look at, set this as my front, pick this upper right-hand corner, and then set this as my home. Okay, so this is the view we want to put down on our assembly file. If that's not your view currently in your part file, go back and change it. Use that little look at function. All I do is right-click on a surface I want to look at, call that one the front, and then click on this little corner right here, and then call that view set current view as home from a fixed distance. Okay, so going back to our assembly file, what we want to do right here is right-click on our train body and go to grounded, because we're going to be moving parts around and we do not want this one to move at all. We want the other parts to orient themselves to fit in here. So then we don't have to play around with our viewfinder changing. I'm going to go just, we'll do a real simple one right away. Let's put the stack in there. I want to show you a new type of constraining, which is insert. And insert is great when we have holes. We want to put something in there. Okay, so I'm going to grab insert. I'm going to take a look at my train body and notice the hole for the train body if I hover over it. Insert wants to find a diameter and then use that diameter, the middle of the diameter, to line up with the other middle diameter of what we want to put in it. So here I'm going to click the two surfaces that I want to be together. So when I go to my stack, I'm going to click this surface, not this one. Okay, so very, very important. I'm going to click this surface I want to be together with that surface, and notice really, really simply it goes right down in there. Okay, if it doesn't fit, what you need to do is change up your stack or your train body, because you may have the wrong dimensions in there. One easy way to do that is just double click the part itself that you think may be wrong, and notice it opens up. It's almost like a part file within your assembly file. So I can change up my extrusion if I want to. Let's say on my revolution, this sketch right here, maybe I had the wrong distance here, so I get the wrong sized flat portion or wrong size cylinder on the bottom. So these are the things you need to look at if things aren't fitting. So if I would change anything, I would just go back to here, finish sketch, it should change it automatically, and then just click return, and then it gets you back into your regular assembly file. Almost everything on here that you're going to put on is an insert. Okay, so just like we did this stack, you're going to do all other parts. Just make sure they're oriented correctly. Let's just do a wheel just to make sure. So now if I place this wheel, I can place more than one of them, of course. You don't need to make 4 wheels to put on your train. You can place 4 wheels because they're just all the same. But I wouldn't want to put this wheel in this orientation on this side of my train, okay? Because it'd be facing the wrong way. So what I would want to do is right-click, go to Free Rotate, and then just change up its orientation till it looks just about there. So I would say that's good. And then I just go to constrain, insert. I would click on this hole because I want it to fit right up flush with the front of it. I don't want it to go into the middle on this one. This hole right here, and then I wouldn't pick this one because I don't want these two edges to meet together. What I want to meet together are this one right here. So let's take a look at what we have before we say okay. So if we take a look here, it's lined up right. If we look at the front, notice nothing's overlapping or anything like that. So really we look good. So I'll click apply and go cancel. Now look, we are not constrained in any one direction, so our wheels will actually move. One thing that may give you a problem would be your cow catcher. Now the cow catcher has 3 little pegs that fit into 3 little holes on the base. And I'm just going to rotate this around so it looks like it'll about fit. I went to move instead of rotate. So there we are, maybe right about there. I'm going to go constrain and insert again. All this is going to end up being is 2 separate inserts. So I'm going to pick, now I'm going to pick the back of this hole because that's where I want the back of my peg. If I'm right here, I want the back of that peg to fit on the back of the hole. So I'm going to click there, quick take a look at it, and see if I'm, now notice it's all flush, nothing's too far in or too far out. So that's good. But notice what happens when I move it. We're only on that one portion. So just like our wheel, we can spin around this point. To get that to stop, I'm just going to move it right here so I can get at that back peg. Okay. So if I go around here, I can see my back peg. I'm going to go constrain, insert. Again, this portion, the very, very, very back of my peg on there. I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to go home again. And now I can click on the back portion of the hole that I made. Click apply, and not moving at all now. Okay, so really nice. If I look at it from the side, I don't see any overlapping. So that's what you do. Again, you got a bunch of fasteners here. Do not forget about your magnet in back and your hitch magnet. Sorry, the magnet fastener that's back there as well. So again, just use insert for all these. If you're having trouble, make sure that your parts are drawn correctly, because that's the biggest portion once we start assembling. If something's not drawn correctly or too size, or if it's too big or too small, we're going to have problems assembling. So it's a good exercise to go through just to make sure that everything's drawn correctly, ready for your manufacturer. And again, have fun. I hope you like this video. Please like, link, share, or subscribe, and I can bring you more here from Project Lead the Way. Thanks.